Hello everybody, welcome back to our Start From Scratch little series here where we started from $0 and we're still pretty broke, honestly. We're doing okay, but we definitely could be doing much better. I'm just taking a minute here. We need to get a couple more contracts done and out of the way, especially with the month being December. As it is now, it's just, we definitely need to be keeping on making money just in the months where we don't have a lot going on. Because right now, our field, we're still hoping to get like parsnips or something of the likes planted on that very soon. But we do have to wait until it's actually the correct month to actually even have it work. So with that being said, we just have a couple of contracts we need to take care of before we get anything else really done. I decided to take the privilege here to just do a second field, just to kind of piggyback it off the first one here, try to get us a little bit more money, just as it was available to us, because we already had the cultivator on the tractor. It makes a lot of sense just to try to get two contracts done, just at the same time. So here is one of them, $1,185 for the first field. The second one here, $1,300. We could go down and do the cultivating mission down here, $2,500, but there is a rock removal mission, and I actually am fairly partial to those. I think they're great. So we are going to go work on getting that rock removal mission going. And now, if you guys remember last episode, I did talk about a couple of mods I had downloaded, and of one of those mods, there is a trailer that's a little bit lower to the ground, and I'm very highly considering actually like getting that trailer specifically for these rock removal missions, because then I don't have to spend so long getting over there and getting back. You know, just throw it on the back of this here John Deere, and then we're just, the sky's the limit. We can just go over there and accomplish it. So first things first, we're going to start by just borrowing the stuff for this rock removal mission. It's up in the northeast portion. Looks like it's right behind the mill area. There's that windmill up there. So we're definitely going to be looking right up there as like the main spot we want to look right away. We also aren't going to be mowing this yard for quite some time, so we don't necessarily have to put all of our stuff perfectly away. We can throw our cultivator over here for now. It will not hurt it in the least. So let's just take a second. I want to see just what we actually can buy with this other money we have here. And we're going to be looking in, I believe it's in the low loaders category actually. It's one of the, yeah, there you go. See, look at this one right here. It's like perfect. I think it's lower than the other trailer. I don't know. It's that or it's this one. This one I know for a fact, 15 grand. But I don't know, because like this one, I definitely think is lower. We're just gonna go for it. $2,700. We gotta have some fun, don't we? We have to have some fun. So let's just go throw the trailer on the John. We're driving forward. We're not driving that in reverse. No way. So let's go throw the trailer on here, and then see if we can get that skid steer up here. Oh, it already. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's considerably lower. Considerably. It'd be even better if I could hook it up. Wouldn't it? It's unfortunate. Very unfortunate, I think. I'm a little upset that the trailer's not going to work as we intended. But it's not the end of the world. It's just really unfortunate, I think. So let's just go grab our other trailer that we've used time and time before. Because this one has the same mount. What? This one mounts the exact same? I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. It's just kind of unfortunate. Because that other one was definitely much shorter. At least in the back. Maybe not. Oh, they're about the same height. Look at that. Okay. Well, I guess I'm not as sort of, after all. We still have to find a way to use that trailer, but it won't be the end of the world. So let's just take a second, throw this on the back of the trailer here, and then go do some rock removal, shall we? You know, as frustrating as it is when like things like that trailer don't quite work the way they should, I really can only blame myself, because I wouldn't have bought it if I wasn't looking for a way to kind of do the same thing that we've already been doing, just easier. So I can really only blame myself, right? I think that's fair. I can only blame myself. So I'll probably end up selling that trailer here while we're working on this. I might have hit these, you know, stop the engine button instead of the one I wanted. It's unfortunate, but, you know, it's what I do. So let's just scroll down here while we are doing this rock removal here, and we'll go to our vehicles and find that brand new trailer that is not going to be producing any value for us. And we'll get back $23.79. Not the worst deal, not the worst. It was worth a try, and now that we have been able to exclude it from being able to produce value for us, we don't have to worry about it anymore. So it's unfortunate, but it's fine. Let's get these rocks removed. All right. Oh, okay. Do I have to be so? I have to be so close to this for it to work. That's just funny. So I don't even have to be inside of New Holland. I just have to be so far away from the front. Oh, that's just such a cheese. That is such a cheese. Let's collect our money here. Don't have to worry about that any longer. Take a quick peek at our productions. Looks like we do need to deliver maybe some water. Don't have to worry about any sort of wood today, but we do need to get some fuel in the John Deere. So I'm just going to take a quick moment. I'm going to get some fuel for us, and then we'll go back to the farm and probably look at getting some water moved. Alrighty, we've gotten them all cleaned up. I'm actually thinking I'm going to leave the John Deere out in the sun to dry a little bit. Not actually a game mechanic that exists, but I do want to make sure we get the wet, get all that moisture off this thing. And then while we're actually at it here, I'm going to get the mowers. I want to get both these mowers out here so we can get to the water. Because we did want to get a little bit more water into our greenhouse. Just because it is in the slow time of year. After all, we might as well kind of take care of some of these things that we don't have to take care of all the time. I think it's just for the better. It kind of gives us something to do in these slower months when we don't actually have a lot of field work to accomplish all the time. Plus it's December, we're not going to be able to have any grass on this little plains area we have here until probably April. Maybe March at the earliest, but even so, knowing that, we really don't have to worry about keeping our yard the cleanest. Just because we know that we're not going to be able to get anything harvested on this piece of area, or on this piece of land here. A little step farther back there, we still have 5,000 liters in this. Pretty nice if you ask me. Cut it kind of close here, overload a little bit of water. Yeah, so we're just going to take a second here, get some of our water back up, topped off completely. I don't even know how much we really need, but I do know one thing, and that is I want to make sure that we get it done now. And then while we're at it, I was like, you know, it doesn't really make sense that I washed the John Deere when I did, but it might actually make a little bit of sense for us to go and cultivate our field. Because if you guys remember when we were going through the harvest, after the fact, like the lime, when I spread the lime on the field, it was like, it left like these lines. I went back and looked at the field afterwards, and it says it wasn't harvested. So the harvesting of our parsnips is actually based on the field area itself, not on the root crop tops. So it's very, very deceiving for me. I was thinking it would just be based on like the rows themselves, but no, it's actually just the field area on its own. So definitely something that it'll be good to know it going forward, but definitely in the short term there. I did not know it. I had no way of knowing it, but now that I do, we can use that to our advantage. We might actually go over and plow that field. We could just plow it up. We don't really have a way to get rid of the stones in the field, though, if I were to plow it. So maybe that is a bad idea, actually. Well, after I say it out loud, it makes a lot less sense, believe it or not. Yep, looks like we only need about 1,800 more liters of water here, so we can just do... I mean, we could do like a half tank if we want, but we could just load this thing all the way down and leave it in front of the greenhouse. I can show you guys one of my favorite little tips as well. I tried to hit the overload button, not the fill button. And that is, you can start overloading for like water, for this instance. You can start overloading it. And you can actually just leave, like, if it's overloading, you can unhook the trailer in that state, and it will continue to overload it until you either run out or quit the game. So I could just drop this thing on there. It's basically an extra 6,000 liters of water storage. If it was full, because we still need 2,000 in there, it'll be an extra like 4,000 liters of storage until we close the game. And then at that point, if I wanted to go back to doing just like the overloading right away, we'll have to restart it. So yeah, I can just do that. I can unhook it, and it will just keep that thing topped off, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna take our big old AgroStar out for a rip here with the cultivator. This beautiful John Deere cultivator. I mean, I think it's a John Deere cultivator. Let's just zoom in on the side of it here, see what we got. It is a John Deere, beautiful stuff. Yeah, I want to get our field cultivated because it looks kind of ugly with just the lines of lime going up it instead of it being kind of one uniform look. So very excited about this. I hope this guy doesn't try to hit us. He did not. Glorious. I could say you could definitely tell what field is ours, just judging by this beautiful appearance we have going on here. But let's just set the steering assist. We're going to set it to one headland here. Don't need anything special. Let's just drop the cultivator. Try to get this uniform look back. Yeah, I think I'm going to be very happy with this decision. We could indeed expand it, because I think our property does expand over into the trees. Can make our field much larger, but I don't think we necessarily need to do that. Yeah, this thing has a much wider turning radius than the John Deere. I wouldn't even compare them. The John Deere can turn much faster than the AgroStar. So if we were to look, I figured I'd just take a moment. You guys can see these lines in here? These dark spots are actually spots that the game believes are still parsnips in the ground. So I could probably have brought the harvester back out here. This feels so much better to actually have it cultivated, because before it just kind of looked ugly. I think you guys can all agree with me on that one. So I'm really happy that we made this decision just to make this happen quick. Before we do head back to the farm, I do want to just take a quick peek. We can raise this and just step out for a second. I want to take a quick peek and see if it requires anything. It does not. Fertilized, there's a couple spots that need lime. We're going to pass on those. We're not going to worry about them. They're just small portions of the field. So not very worried about them at all. So we're just going to get back to the farm, probably take on some additional contracts, and just kind of see where the day takes us. I just finished recording the episode and realized I never clicked the start recording button at all. So I apologize for how weird this episode is going to be because it is absolutely atrocious of me. I'm so sorry. Basically, I took on a wood transport mission and made $4,000. Then another one came on for $7,000. So I took care of that one as well. It got us up to about $30,000. We came back into the farm here through the front loader on the John Deere and got some products sold. We sold our parsnips, sold our kamichi, and then we also sold our longs over here. Sold the long planks and the long beams. So you can see our stack of our short planks just kind of hanging out. That got us up to the $41,300. Man, I'm really, I'm so disappointed in myself for not clicking record because oh man, that's about a good hour's worth of content there. Maybe not content, probably like 10-15 minutes of content for you guys, but I dropped the ball. So I'm so sorry, but this kind of stuff does happen, and I'm not going to let it stop me from at least continuing to the next episode. So now, for the second time, everybody enjoy the rest of your days and nights. If you do enjoy the content when I don't screw up like this, I encourage you to drop a like. Let me know. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your days and nights. Take care.